Lukasz, I'm going to let you pronounce your surname, mate, because I'll probably do it a big injustice.
Yes, my friend. My name Lukasz Roskowski, manager here in UK, and among others, I manage Kamil. Also work in his corner, and I was working in his corner this Saturday.
Well, this is what we're going to talk about, because we've got a picture there in the background. There was a very dubious decision made where David Adeleye got the nod over your fighter Kamil, and I don't think there's anyone believes that David won that fight on that night.
Listen, mate, out of hundreds of comments, none of them comments were in favor of David. And big names like Peter Fury and Steve Bounce and even David Hay, them guys, they've not seen David Adeleye winning this fight. So we extremely upset what's happened. Not only
you see that? We're looking at the picture in the background there, and Kamil's looking at you, smiling, going, "Not again."
Kamil is actually looking at me in the corner and he's smiling at me. Kamil is too classy guy to make a fuss. He knows, as you can see his face. He knows what's happened. He's a classy guy. He's not making a fuss. He was disgusted afterwards. But we were about to send emails to the board. But Kamil said to me, "Let's leave it. It's not worth it. You know, public knows, public saw." That was on live TV on BT Sport. So that's a big deal. So everybody saw. And British fans, they know the boxing. Yeah. It's not like you can show them whatever and they will agree. They know what's happened. Everybody saw what's happened. Kamil was there. Kamil was bossing the fights. Kamil was chasing, punching, winning the rounds.
He was working hard. That's what
working
he was
hard.
And
he was backing Adeleye. He was backing him, not the other way around. David should supposed to be the man bossing Kamil, but that was the other way around.
Yeah, well, I mean, Kamil he's caused quite a few upsets, and when he made his debut, it was on one of our shows, VIP shows. He fought a giant of a man from Darwin, a Polish descent as well.
Yes, Adam.
Yeah, and I think Adam was about 5-0 at the time. Was knocking people out for fun. And he's 6'8", he's just absolute giant, and Kamil went in there and got the points victory over him.
Kamil won that. That was a good start for Kamil on his pro career. Then in his second fight he went straight to
Dillian Whyte.
and that he lost. He was stopped to the body. And after he had a few ups and downs, few wins, few losses, few bad decisions as well.
For me, it's what boxing's all about. It's about getting in there and testing yourself. And he seems to be the yes man. He seems to say yes to everyone. He seems like anyone who no one else is saying yes to, Kamil is saying yes to. Because you look at his record here, his wins. Sean Turner, good win over there. Nick Webb.
Nick Webb, very good win.
A good kid, not a lot of people know about Ellis Machin.
Ellis Machin, Nottingham,
4-0. Naylor Ball.
Another
kid who's another 5-0. These are all good kids. Alex Dickinson.
Former
ABA champion. These are not lucky wins. These are guns that I've gone out there and worked hard for every single time.
Listen, Kamil is coming to win. He's not just coming to make numbers and look good. He's coming to win, and he's giving them guys a proper test. If you're not going to go past Kamil, then you're going to be looking on a proper British level, like top 10 level. You need to win with guys like Kamil, but Kamil comes to win and give them guys proper test.
Yeah, that's what you were saying there. He definitely is a fighter that really comes to win. There's never lying down for anyone.
No.
And if you're not on your A game, and certainly David Adeleye wasn't on that night, you're going to turn you over. But it was a shocking decision. I think I had it in rounds. I had it 4 1-1. So
4-1-1. So you gave one round a draw.
Yes, and one round as a win to David. But the other 4, I just couldn't see.
Listen, I tell you something. I don't mind looking after home fighter. You know what I mean? On the show, we are the opponent, so
if it was close, you wouldn't mind it.
If that was close, I wouldn't mind, or if they even gave that draw, I would say okay. I would somehow manage to swallow this. However, this fight, he won clearly. First 3 rounds, David done nothing. He maybe wake up a bit later on And the only one punch Kamil said to me he felt was in the last round,
Yeah, when he
in
caught
the
it
last
behind
10
his head.
seconds.
Yeah.
But that's not enough to win a fight.
No,
you already lost three or four rounds, clearly.
Yeah, no, like I say.
Bad
It
decision.
was nice. There was a lot of public outrage, and I presume this is what you want, isn't it? A rematch now?
Listen, Kamil is open to rematch. David is open to rematch. David actually wants the rematch. He said in the post-fight interviews that he will knock Kamil in 3 rounds, which is the attitude is bad. You know, you need to be humble a bit. You know, you just lost the fight and you've been given a out of jail card. You know what I mean?
Yeah, get out free.
You know what I mean? So be more humble and go to gym, and definitely would like a rematch. And I think guys in Queensberry and dear Mr. Frank Warren, they will look into this, and then they should make it right.
Yeah, definitely.
They should definitely make it right.
I think Kamil is, like I say, a very old school fighter. He's what boxing needs, certainly heavyweight needs, because he's a genuine test. A lot of people were surprised that Kamil was in there with him so early on in his career, because he is a genuine test for people. But they thought highly of him, David, and they thought he'd probably have enough to do it. But on that night, yes, he got the decision, but he didn't. It wasn't the moral victory, was it?
No, it wasn't. I think David knows he lost. I think he's aware of now.
I was saying to you before. I met David. I think it was about just before he started his pro career. It was down at Hugh Fury's. Peter Fury. It was Gary Booth's gym, and Peter was training there, and Hugh was doing some rounds with him, and he was big, but you know, I thought he was more of a cruiserweight than a heavyweight. He was probably only about 15 stone, maybe just over, and most of his professional career has been around that weight. And coming in against Kamil, I noticed a physical difference on him. I noticed he'd really bulked up. He was almost a stone heavier than he has been for his previous fights. I think that might have been a major difference, because to bulk up so fast from one fight to another, it's very hard, even though they're heavyweights. Putting a stone of mass on, do you not think that's going to affect you a little bit?
Possibly, but he was chasing only one big shot, you know what I mean? Kamil is a seasoned fighter, a game fighter, you know what I mean? To win with Kamil, you need to have at least some basic tactics. You cannot just go and look for one shot, because it's not going to happen. Kamil is too experienced.
You've got to set him up, haven't you?
Set him up.
Not many people stop. I mean, 3 fights in 3 lost KO stoppages in nearly 35 fights, is it?
35 fights, I believe.
Yeah.
It's 22.
And 2 of them were very early on in his career, when he'd just come from kickboxing into boxing, which was Nathan Gorman and Dillian White.
Dillian White stopped him to the body, and Gorman stopped him to the body as well.
Yeah.
And Kamil, to be honest, is getting better. He's getting better with the age, the experience, age, and the manliness. You know, that helps him, and he's getting better. And he showed that in the ring. You know, we're not going to come and just win easily with Kamil.
No.
Either that was too early for David. I'm not sure. This is up to his team to decide. However, to be in the ring with Kamil and to progress further after Kamil, you need to be on your A game. You cannot be. David himself, I've met him as well. He's a positive guy, he's a nice guy, but need to be on
that
A
look
game.
on Kamil's face there, when he's looking at you saying, "Not again." How many fights do you feel that's happened where he's not been given the decision?
I cannot tell you exactly how many, but I can tell you too many. Too many.
Even that not knocking? Because that not making, you know, because he still comes with the same attitude as you were saying. Every fight he's coming there to win. And he knows that he's always up against it, because he's always the away fighter.
Kamil said to me before this fight, "No way, I'm not going to give it to him." He said to me, "No way, he's too young, too inexperienced, only 9 rounds, no way it's going to happen, no way." And Kamil went in with the attitude. He went there, and I'm going to win. I'm going to show it. Kamil come back, the last time he fought, that was against Ellis Machin, you mentioned. That was back in beginning of 2020. 2020, just before the pandemic properly kicked in. And then we went on a road in Europe. We went to Ukraine, we went to Belarus. He had tough fights over there.
I said there was 3 of them, I think, all unbeaten and all with phenomenal knockout rates.
Phenomenal records. Even the last one before that fight, Vladislav Sirenko, that was 15-0 with 13 KOs. The one before, Victor Vikrist, very well schooled amateur, you know, proper schooled amateur, and the other guy, Janko Sobucki, which is now working with Queensberry as well. This is tough guy and the one to look at and watch. Kamil only lost in the last round, 10th round, in the last minute.
First time doing 10 rounds as well.
That was first time doing 10 round. And he didn't lose because he was punched so hard. He only lost because he was empty tank.
Yeah.
That's why he lost. So Kamil is top, is outside top 10 in my opinion here in UK.
But he is a fighter, as you mentioned before, who's getting better with age.
He's getting better with age, with the experience. He's stronger now. He's improving his boxing. His boxing style is not very complicated, but he's jabbing, he's busy and goes forward and moves forward, you know.
Well, I mean, I think he's probably gained a lot of more fans, and when he's been brought up as an opponent for future big name stars, I think they're going to tune in now because they know this man is a genuine threat to any heavyweight who wants to go somewhere.
I tell you something, after this fight, his phone was red. It was red, it was buzzing. He had so many social media requests that he said never happened before. People know, in Britain, British fans, they know boxing. You cannot cheat them like that, you know what I mean? Them decisions, they're not good for David. They're not good for anybody. Not good for boxing, not good for David.
No, definitely.
You know what I mean? So British fans know, and they upset and disgusted.
Yeah, I feel that if it makes sense, the rematch has to happen at some point because it's going to cast a shadow over David's career. And I do think David's a super talent, but on that night, he didn't win.
He didn't win that fight, no. Sorry, mate.
Lucas, it's been an absolute pleasure, mate. Hopefully we'll catch you on the circuit over the next few,
thank you for your time.
few months coming up.
Good man, thank you.
Take care, bye.
Bye.
For all boxing info, news and latest interviews, amateur and pro, across the north, click and subscribe. VIP Boxing Promotions. Also Twitter, Instagram and Facebook.